We're back. Nothing else has changed. Nothing else has changed. Nothing is different at all. Oh, hi. Yes, we are back. Nothing has changed. Nothing is different. Nothing is different except for the stream title and the stream category. That's definitely the only thing that's changed in the 5 seconds since I ended the last stream and started this one. That's definitely it. That's the only thing. Alright. Cool. Yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah, she mega dead. She really is dead. Anything else to say? I don't know why you even bothered to check after those injuries and losing that much blood. Frankly, I'd be shocked if she did survive something like that. Huh? Hold on. Hold on, just wait a second. She's dead? And that means everything that's happened so far is real, like a joke or whatever. It's really real.
Let me out of
Hero is finally realizing.
What's your problem?
Just now accepting that? Okay. So, do I just talk to people for investigation? Is that how investigation works? Toko! Must be so shocked she couldn't even open her mouth to talk. So, how do I start investigation? What do you mean? I think you're putting someone on guard so no one can disturb the area, aren't you? After all, if the culprit decides to destroy the evidence, we're pretty much screwed.
Hey.
In that case, I don't mind doing it. I don't like having to think anyway. I'll let you guys figure out who killed that chick. Okay, then we can let Wando look after the crime scene. Well, no. You can't just leave him there alone.
What?
What? Why the hell not?
Stop talking.
Isn't it obvious? If you were the culprit, what's the first thing you would do? By volunteering for guard duty, you're in a position to destroy all the evidence you want. What? Fuck you! You're a pain in my ball! It's back. It's back.
So then.
Fine, and I'll stay there on guard duty as well. That way there's no problem. Two-player co-op base defense for the two of them. With their stats, they're totally OP. We won't be able to help investigate, putting our faith in the rest.
But
I'm still pretty freaked out, but I'll try. So, how do I start investigation?
what the crap?
How do I know this? I was looking through the Monokuma file we received, and I noticed something very obvious and unusual. What are you talking about? Go ahead, take a look. Notice anything interesting about where Sayaka died? She died in Makoto's dorm. She's right. Then, could it be? All at once, everyone's gaze turned to me. Oh, hold on a second. You've got it all wrong. For just one night, I traded rooms with her. I did it because she was afraid. You expect us to believe that? Just tell us the truth. The look in everyone's eyes had done a complete 180 from just a few minutes earlier. The feeling of suspicion and fear had returned. In other words, you think I did it?
So then.
Are we all done talking? We need to begin our investigation soon. At this point, we should split up. We need to get to the bottom of this and find out who killed Sayaka. We'll have to collect clues from a foundation, to form a foundation, and construct an argument to come to a final decision. If we get this wrong, do I really have to say any more? I'd rather you didn't know.
Goodbye.
Everyone pray for good luck. With that, Kyoko hurried out of the gym. I'll be going too. And just like Kyoko, he was gone before we realized it. Oh yeah, I'm on guard duty, huh? I better head to the scene of the crime. That's right.
Hey, damn it.
Let me just say this right now. If whatever son of a bitch did this is in here right now, and they're thinking of destroying that evidence, you better not let me find them. I'll skip the trial and cave in their goddamn head myself. For being a pain in my balls. Serious? I'll fuck them up. Letting his deadly words hang in the air, he and Sakura ran off. But, I mean, we're not detectives or anything, you know, and we're gonna investigate a murder? How do we even do something like that?
Anyway.
You don't really have to do anything in particular. We already know who killed Sayaka. What are you implying? I missed the sound. Did I? Balls. There we go. What are you implying? It was you. I'm telling you it wasn't me! Don't come any closer! You're gonna kill me next!
So,
Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt to give it a shot. It's not for sure that Makoto's guilty yet. That's true. You may as well at least check just to check. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't help investigate. Wait, why not? I'm not good with blood. All it takes is one glimpse and I black out.
Oh, yeah?
Well, whatever. I don't think anyone was expecting much from you anyway. Alright, I guess I better get going. Wait, don't go yet. You have to hear me out. It was pointless. Everyone had already left, and their parting looks had still been filled with suspicion. Does everyone really think I'm the killer? How did it turn out like this? Seriously, they've got it all wrong. Why do they have to suspect me? I have to do something, otherwise everyone will... You got the spare on your phone?
Execution.
You got the spare on your phone?
Execution.
Yeah, if they vote for me, then they all die.
Electric chair. Bzz, bzz, poison gas. Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane.
Yeah, because if they all accuse me, then they all die. I can't let that happen. I can't let things turn out the way Monokuma wants. All I have to do is find out who really did it. Who really killed Sayaka. Investigate. I guess I should look through the Monokuma file we got. The victim was Sayaka Maizono. Time of death was estimated to be around 1:30 a.m. The body was discovered in Makoto's room in the dormitory. All evidence suggests that the death took place in the bathroom. The cause of death was a stab wound to the abdomen. There was also an injury to her right wrist. Specifically, the wrist appears to have suffered a fracture. We have no choice but to push forward if we want to find out what happened. Somehow have to find out the truth. So we can all survive, and for Sayaka. I have to find out how she was killed. Monokuma file number 1 has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Okay. No way. I seriously don't want to die here. Also, the bit Game Grumps did for Sayaka's give her an Italian accent. I'm a Sayaka. My son, though. God, that's so stupid. I wish I'd thought of it. I'm begging you, God, Buddha, Mother Earth, God of Space, Kick Neptune, help me! I don't care who it is, just get me out of here! Chihiro doesn't seem prepared to do any kind of investigating right now. Alright, Chihiro. Aren't you gonna help investigate, Chihiro? But I can't leave Junko here. I feel sorry for her. I have to stay with her. Leave the gym. Actually, one thing I could try to investigate. Oh, I can't teleport. I can't teleport right now. Okay. So one thing I could investigate, first of all, I should head to the scene of the crime, my room. You won't make any progress without investigating there. So I headed to my room where Sayaka's corpse still remained. I better examine the state of my room a little closer. That might reveal something new. This is the replica sword I brought back for self-defense. Does this mean it was used in the attack somehow? Plus the sword's been taken out, so it's just the sheath, but... Huh? The scratches on the sheath, they must have been made with something sharp, but how'd the sheath get scratched up in the first place? Even if someone used the sword during the struggle, it doesn't make sense for the sheath to be damaged. If you're going to attack someone with a sword, the first thing you do is unsheath it. A heavy sheath like this would only get in the way. It could just slide off in the middle of the fight, so why are there scratches on the sheath? Because Sayaka used it for defense. This is the replica sword. Does this mean it was used in the attack? Plus, it's been taken out of its sheath. I hadn't actually looked at the blade itself until now. I shouldn't be surprised. It's coated in gold, too. On top of that, some of the gold coating has come off on parts of the blade and the handle. Yeah, the handle especially is missing a lot of its coating. Remember, the coating sticks to you even if you touch it a little bit. There's a key on the ground. It has my name on it, so this must be my room key. If I remember correctly, let's trade keys. When we switched rooms, we switched keys too, so Sayaka would have had the key here in my room the entire time. But wait, if that's true, then how did the killer get into the room in the first place? Did Sayaka have forgotten to lock the door? No, that seems impossible. Same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open the door for anyone. I will say they basically hand you the identity of the killer in this investigation, like smack you over the head with it. I mean, it's the first one. Even if it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of doing switching? After saying that, there's no way we should have forgotten to lock it or opened it for any reason. Maybe she dropped the key somewhere and someone else grabbed it or something. No, that's not possible either. She was in here when we switched rooms. With how scared she was, she wouldn't have gone walking around. So how did the killer switching rooms? I should check the room first of all. Okay, so I can't investigate the door. The hard part is figuring out how it happened. Okay. Display stand, the sword was on. A lint roller. The lint roller! Looking at the lint roller, there's way less there than before. So I can see how dirty my room was and decided to clean up a little. There are gouges in the bed like someone attacked it. What the hell happened here? Where's my trash can? That's my trash can, but I don't... Yeah, Makoto, your room is a fucking mess. It was. The toolkit is still inside the drawer. I don't see evidence that it's been used at all, which makes sense. It's mine, and I haven't had any reason to open it.
Yo.
Yeah, seriously. Oh,
What?
Mondo. You ain't exactly in the mood to be
What?
building fucking furniture, right? They haven't used yours either, then.
What?
Not just me. Nobody's
What?
busted theirs out yet, as far as I know. Actually, we were talking about it yesterday.
away.
None of the guys have opened their toolkits yet, because, like, why the hell would we? Toolkit has been added. What's this thing? The notepad is still here, but I don't think it's relevant right now. Kyoko Kirigiri. Hey, Kyoko. I quietly called her name while she was investigating the area, but...
What are you doing?
Isn't it obvious?
No, not really.
I'm searching.
Searching?
Searching? She was down on her knees, carefully inspecting every inch of my
Did you
room.
lose a contact or something?
I don't know what she's doing exactly, but she seems to be concentrating pretty hard on it. A few seconds later, she suddenly stood up straight and said, "You a clean freak? Huh? No, I don't think so, but..." Nodding, she glanced around my room one more time.
I see.
Interesting. Well, Makoto, fucking stupid. What's interesting?
Hey,
Just as I suspected, there's something very unusual about your room. Unusual? What do you mean?
so...
I've searched your floor from one corner to another. I didn't find one single strand of hair. Really?
Indeed.
Not one hair from the victim, not one hair from you, even though you've been living in here. Now that you mention it, I've noticed something while I was looking around before. It looked like the lint roller in my room had been used, but I never touched it. Could someone have used it
I
to...
see.
Very interesting. Your room didn't have a single hair in it, and someone used your lint roller without your knowledge. In other words, someone other than you came in and scrubbed your room clean. Was it Sayaka? Or
Well,
the killer? That's the question, isn't it? Makoto's room cleanliness has been added to my handbook. I should look around here first. I can check other spots later. There are scratches and gouges on my walls and bed. Is that evidence of a struggle? Looks like there must have been some kind of fight in my room. Damn it, I was right there in the other room. If only I'd heard something. That would not have been possible. Huh? Don't you remember? All of our rooms are completely soundproof, so something could happen in the room right next to you and there's no way you could know. Perhaps this was another of Monokuma's strategies, creating an ideal setting for murder. Evidence of a struggle has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Let's see, what else can I look at? Monitor. This is one of the monitors. Right now it's showing the school crest. My toolkit's in the drawer. I've already looked at that. Surveillance camera. Gouges on the floor. The walls and bed. There's been some kind of fight in my room. Let's see. I can also talk to Mondo and... You know, I realized something while I was on guard duty. The killer could have already destroyed some evidence, right? Before anyone found the body, I mean. There's a trash room here in the dorms, right? They could have tossed some stuff in there. Yeah, that's definitely possible.
Son of a bitch.
Dirty bastard! Anyone who raises their hand will win a scum that deserves death. That's what my brother taught me. So if I ever find the son of a bitch that did this, I'm gonna pound his goddamn face in. Well, but what if it was a girl that did it?
Yo.
That'll all get sorted out when the time comes. Sakura, do you think I'm guilty too? I try not to make assumptions like that. I simply don't know whether or not you did this. Sakura Ogami, based as fuck. Whatever decision the rest of you come up with, I will follow your lead. I see. Bathroom. On the other side of this door. Hey! No, I can't let it get to me. I can't afford to freeze up now. Forcing myself to push my panic down, I stepped into the bathroom. Looking at her made it painfully clear it wasn't a dream or an illusion. She had lost everything that made her, her. Sayaka. All at once I was overcome with dizziness, nausea, the urge to burst into tears, but I can't hesitate now. Why? Why did Sayaka have to die? I have to uncover the truth. I have to find out what happened. I wanted to give up, I wanted to collapse, but that thought held me up and supported me. What? I looked past Sayaka to the wall behind her, and there I saw... What? Written in blood were the numbers 11037. Or, upside down, the name Leon. My god. Upside down, that's the name Leon. Did Sayaka do this? No, I think Leon did it. Told myself I simply couldn't face what I saw, but now's no time to think like that. Some sort of sharp object had been thrust into her stomach. That must have been the killing blow. But whatever they used to kill her, where'd they get it? That's something I should look into later. According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's right wrist is broken. Her wrist does look swollen and bloody, that's for sure. There's something sort of glittery there on her wrist, too. Right there where her wrist is all swollen, there's something glittery. It definitely concerns me. Another thing that concerns me is there's some blood on her left index finger, but that's it. The palms of both her hands are totally spotless, so how come they only her left finger? Sayaka's wrist and finger has been added to the truth bullet section. When she broke her wrist, that must have happened earlier on. I mean, how would her wrist get broken after she'd already been killed? Possible she broke her wrist during the struggle. The killer attacked Sayaka in the main room, which is when her wrist got broken. After that, the killer cornered her in the bathroom, where they inflicted the deadly wound. The water for the shower gets turned off at nighttime. Yeah, that's the name Leon, upside down. Did she cut her own finger open to write the name on the... Oh my god. I think she might have done that. She straight up might have done that. Yeah, yep. I mean, there was probably blood all around her. True. But her finger is cut open. So either... Was her finger cut off, or is it just soaked in blood? Let me look at that. It's not cut open. There's blood on her left index finger. Yeah, so she just takes her blood and writes the name on the wall. Yeah! Okay. Her finger wasn't cut open, there's blood on it. She wrote the name of her killer in her own blood. Leon! Looks like you found it, right, Makoto? The bloody numbers. Most likely Sayaka's dying message. I've never seen something written in blood before. It really was her final message. As if she wrote it with life itself. You often type like an aspiring poet? The numbers she wrote, what do they mean? 11307. I don't know what that could possibly mean. The way she wrote the numbers makes you think she wanted to use her body to block them. If she wrote them in that location while she was sitting the way we found her, it means she must have wrote them by turning only her hand toward the wall. Result? Think about it. You're not going to tell me?
Makoto.
You need to uncover the mystery of this case yourself, otherwise the case will end and you'll remain unconvinced. Makoto, you fucking idiot. Oh my god, Makoto. The ultimate programmer. Broken? Oh, you mean how it gets stuck?
What?
It's stuck. I guess I'm the only one, but the door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. When I first tried to use it, I thought it was locked. Once you learn the trick, it opens no problem. Bathroom door frame has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. The door doesn't quite fit the frame, huh? But actually, I'm referring to the broken doorknob. The doorknob?
That's right.
You didn't notice? Well, try closing the bathroom door. I'm sure you'll see right away what I'm talking about. Huh? The doorknob. Heck, the doorknob's practically about to fall off. Why is it like this?
It would seem.
I must use a screwdriver or something similar to unscrew it. Whatever it was, it's obvious this was intentional. Why would someone want to do that? Maybe they were trying to get the door unlocked and ended up breaking the whole thing. My bathroom doesn't have a lock on it. Only the girls' bathrooms can lock, right? She stood there for a while, lost in thought. Apparently struck with a sudden realization, she shot a question at me.
Just a second.
I have just one more question for you. You mentioned earlier that your bathroom door would get stuck, right? Did you tell anyone about that? Oh, I did tell Sayaka about it last night when we switched rooms. So what you're saying is only you and Sayaka knew about it. Interesting. She had the slightest hint of a smirk on her face. I got the sense that she was really starting to get into all this.
See.
And that clears that up. Huh? What, clears what up? I'm so lost. Oh, see you later. My god, Makoto... Wow. Yeah, you're right. Makoto is stupid. And the DVD Sayaka got. Okay. It was a knife that appeared to have come from the kitchen. I can also check Sayaka's room, but that's where I was. Can I look at the bathroom again? Yeah. I can't believe Makoto is not putting it together that would be letters upside down and not numbers. Makoto, my guy. I've investigated all these other things, so I am going to leave the room. It's definitely my room, but the nameplate has Sayaka's name on it. Whoa! This is Sayaka's room, but the nameplate has my name on it. The nameplates on my and Sayaka's room were switched, so all that effort I put into switching rooms without anyone knowing was totally pointless. But why would anyone do that? Huh. Interesting. I'm gonna go check the dining hall. Because it definitely looked like a kitchen knife that was stuck into her stomach. I'm gonna go investigate down here. Hi, Aoi. Hina, are you investigating the dining hall? Oh no, I'm just taking a break. I've been taking a break since we started. It's all a first for me, you know? I don't have a first clue about what I should be doing. I don't know why, but being in the dining hall helps me keep calm. I know I shouldn't, but I've just been kind of hanging around in here. To tell the truth, I was doing the same last night when Sayaka was killed. You were also hanging around in the dining hall. Aha! There's a knife missing. There are all kinds of kitchen knives here, big to small, but it looks like one of them is missing. Missing from the very beginning, or I better see if anyone knows more about it. Kitchen knife set. Hey, Hina. While you were hanging out in the dining hall last night, did you happen to see anyone else walk in? Hey, so did you notice that one of the kitchen knives is missing from the dining hall? Weird. I thought it was strange, a knife suddenly disappearing like that. Also, it wasn't missing from the beginning?
Right.
Nope. Last I remember, they were all lined up in a nice, neat row. So when did you notice one of them had disappeared?
Well,
Well, I went to get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So I'm saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall. Yeah. In other words, you were right there in the dining hall when someone came in and took it. And you should be able to say for sure, you can tell everyone I didn't come into the dining hall last night, which proves I didn't take it. Aoi's account has been added to the Truth Bullet section of the handbook. Hey, by the way, did you really kill Sayaka? Well, what? No, of course not! I would never! Hina, do you really think I murdered her?
I
Well,
mean,
she was killed in your room, right? So, I mean, you guys were supposed to be friends, but you still killed her. On the other hand, two people becoming good friends and one killing the other is a classic drama setup, so when you consider everything together, I honestly have no idea. Aoi. Asahina. Okay. She's just accusing me of murder again. There's a limit on the investigation. So Hina's being weird and suspicious because she's still accusing me of murder even though I never entered the dining hall last night. Let me check. There's a trash room over here. The trash room. There's a hatch on the floor. Rattle, rattle. The door won't budge. It must be locked. Oh, I found a coin. Cute. There's a sturdy gate here. No way to get past. It's the end of the line! The trash room? This is where all the trash in the school eventually lines up. How did you get this? How do you get this gate open? No entry beyond this point. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in. Cleaning duty? No. No entry beyond this point. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed. Who's on cleaning duty?
You can't go any further.
This is stupid. It'd be faster to just go around and ask the others.
You can't go any further.
Cleaning duty has been added to the truth bullet section. Okay. Whoa. Hello? What are you? Oh. That's the door. Like some kind of switch. I wonder what it does. Oh, I found another coin. Neat. Okay. Hey, Leon.
Seems like...
It doesn't seem right. Monokuma file Psychos was killed in your room. Just can't stop thinking about it. Could it be the name? Hi, buddy. We're on cleaning duty. Cleaning duty? As a matter of fact, that's me. Why do you ask? Just so happens Monokuma talked to me yesterday and asked me to take care of it. Without someone on cleaning duty, the school will be flooded with trash in no time. So I formally applied for the position. I was gonna start this morning, but after what happened, I haven't had a chance to get started. And since you're on cleaning duty, you can open the gate in the trash room. Of course! It's my job to gather up all the garbage and toss it in the trash room. And to do that, they gave me the key for the trash room gate. We're supposed to rotate once a week, so eventually you'll be in charge. Wait, hold on. You need a key to get in the trash room? And only the person on cleaning duty has access to the key. What's the point of going to all that trouble? Why not just leave the trash room open all the time so we can all throw things out whenever we want? That does seem more convenient, actually. Anyone who kills a fellow student and becomes blackened will graduate unless they are discovered.
So that's it.
That must be why. If anyone could go in and out of the trash room whenever they wanted, then destroying evidence would be easy. The thrill would disappear and things would become boring. Boring?
Hey, listen.
Anyway, more important than that.
You bastard.
Hey, Fatty, why'd you want the cleaning duty gig anyway?
Oh,
I just decided to volunteer for something I knew no one else would want to do. What's the big deal? Liar! I know why you did it. You want to dig through all the girls' trash, looking for, you know, and poking around at it.
no way.
What are you talking about? All my love is for 2D.
You know what I mean.
There's all kinds of trash diggers like that. Maybe you'll get tired of 2D and then turn to... I would never get tired of 2D. After spending a significant amount of time comparing 2D and 3D, I voluntarily chose 2D. The only thing 3D is good for is to shower love and affection on 2D. Oh, and PVC figures.
Give me a break.
How are you not totally embarrassed to say stuff like that? If you're so worried about Hifumi's questionable morality, there's a very easy solution. Whenever a guy has cleaning duty, Sakura can accompany them, from picking up the trash to disposing of it. What?
What?
If you're as innocent as you claim, then where's the harm in it? That's not how it's supposed to! Anyway, on to another topic. Hifumi, since you were on cleaning duty, I have a favor to ask of you. What, so now you suddenly want to join my party? Sorry, but you haven't triggered that flag yet. You haven't helped me recover from a past trauma, or save a village, or meet a boss? No, nothing like that. I was just hoping to get into the trash room and look around. Oh, okay. So easy. So Fumi and I headed down to the trash room. You'd like me to open the gate, wouldn't you? Well, you know, when I look at it, it makes me think. They said he killed his wife. He learned how to get by on the inside, but he never stopped dreaming. Get busy living or get busy dying, he said. So him and Rita, they found themselves a way out. Whatever. Please just hurry up. Okie dokie, leave it to me. He's so awful. And then...
Mr.
Forever,
Naegi.
Mr. Naegi.
Without it,
Surely you aren't planning to use the trash room to destroy evidence, are you? You fiend, you planned this all along. No! I just wanted to see if the actual killer had tried to destroy any evidence or not. The actual killer is you, isn't it? You want to see if you left anything behind. Maybe a parallel world? Whatever, let's just hurry up and keep looking. Oh, there's a couple things to investigate on the ground down here. There's something on the ground in front of the incinerator. Looks like a piece of something. Burnt piece, like a hunk of burning love. No. Anyway, this looks like a piece of cloth in this shape. It's part of the sleeve from a button-up shirt. Now that I look at it, there's definitely blood on the cuff, which means this is all that's left of some of the evidence the killer destroyed. But there are lots of people here with white button-up shirts. This isn't enough by itself to figure out who the killer is. Burnt shirt piece has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. And what's this down here? There are shards of broken glass scattered around in front of the incinerator. We use some kind of glass ball, just about big enough to fit in the palm of your hand.
is this
Yeah,
perhaps...
what's that? You know what this is? They say if you collect all 7, a dragon will appear and grant you a single wish. Kidding aside, it's the kind of thing you might see on any big city street corner. You gaze into it and it shows you a glimpse of the future. It's like that Mina girl. Is that the pain in Mondo's balls? Is it? Oh my god, it might be. Okay. I get what you're trying to say, but who did this particular ball belong to? There's only one person it could be. They should all still be in the gym. You better go find out for sure. Shattered crystal ball has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Green button and a yellow button. There's no doubt they're related to the big mechanism. This is the incinerator. It's way in the back part of the trash room. It's a good 30 feet from here to the gate. And it's on right now. See the green and yellow buttons that have to mount the incinerator?
Yes,
It's a pretty
indeed.
simple setup. You press the green button to get it going, the yellow button to turn it off. Sooner or later, you'll be on cleaning duty, so make sure you learn before you leave, okay? Someone turned the incinerator on. Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here.
Is it a
Perhaps with the work of
fairy?
a fairy. Hey, Fumi, do you realize what you just said? Huh? The fairy? No, you said the last time you were here, the incinerator was off. Yes, about that, there can be no mistake. If I've got one thing going for me, it's my memory.
I feel as if...
Yesterday, as soon as I was appointed, I came down to check the place out. It definitely wasn't on then. I haven't been back to the trash room since then. And since I'm the only one who has a key to open the gate,
Most
it should be impossible for the incinerator to be on, and yet... That means someone was able to switch on the incinerator without opening the gate, but how is that possible? Incinerator has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. This whole thing is quite strange indeed. When I was here last, the incinerator was off, and those glass shards and burnt clothes weren't there. What does it all mean, Mr. Naegi? Will you be confessing soon? Why me? Everyone already knows you did it. All the mysteries are being solved one by one. Sounds like he's living out one of his comic book fantasies. Alright, so we've got burnt clothing. We've got a shattered crystal ball. Is there anything else I can look at in here? No. Also, hello, Jake. Let's see. What other things do I need to investigate? What do I need to follow up on? I need to follow up on the bloody numbers. It would be someone with a screwdriver. It would be someone strong enough to break Sayaka's wrist. I'm gonna assume it's Leon. Someone who came in and did that. Oh, he was in the dining hall. She is swearing that I didn't come into the dining hall at any point. There's a bloodstain on it. Alright. I am going to hop myself over to the gym. I'm gonna go back to the gym. I'm gonna talk to these two that are in here. Chihiro. Hey Chihiro, I was hoping I could ask you something. Oh, what is it? Before she died, Sayaka left a message. She wrote out the numbers 11037. Any idea what these numbers might mean? Like, could they be a code or something? Sorry, no. She slowly shook her head. I'm sorry, I just don't know. Don't worry about it. Thanks for trying. She maybe know more than she's letting on. No, couldn't be. They're not numbers, dumbass. It's the name Leon. What are you doing here? What? Hey, does this look familiar? That's my crystal ball. It's all smashed. What the hell?
What the heck?
I only bought it because the guy said it was blessed. He said it was unbreakable. So how did it break? It's actually just made of glass and not crystal. Did that guy totally dupe me? He said it belonged to the pillars of history. Genghis Khan, George Washington, Napoleon. Whoever controlled that crystal ball controlled the world. Is that all seriously BS? Let's put that aside for now. Can you say without a doubt that this belonged to you? Yeah, that's mine for sure. Probably forgot it in the laundry room last night. Someone must have came by and snatched it. You left it in the laundry room. It means anyone could have found it and taken it. Ah! Thanks, that's all I wanted to know. Sure. By the way, I'm almost afraid to ask, but how much did you pay for that thing? Everything I saved up from fortune telling for 2 full years came up to be like a million? That's pretty cheap, actually. I mean, considering it gives you the power to control the world. It's just too stupid. I can't even feel bad for him. Chihiro, nothing?
Huh?
Yeah, she's still... You never played this game before, but you've heard a lot about it. This is Danganronpa. I'm having a lot of fun. I'm having a lot of fun doing this, and I am, like, baffled that, I am absolutely baffled that, Makoto isn't putting together that numbers could also be letters upside down. Laundry room. Let's see. It's a washing machine. A washing machine that has nothing to do with this case. Huh. I got a coin. It's a washing... No, I don't want to look at the washing machine. I want to look at that. There's some magazines lying around. No help there. There's a swimsuit hanging out to dry. It doesn't seem to do with it. Okay. Well. That vending machine's still there. Okay. Let's keep talking to people. Looks like I can't get in there. I've already talked to Aoi, so I'm not getting anything else out of her, it seems like. What the hell is that? Rattle, rattle. Door won't budge. Must be locked. Hi, Byakuya.
Very strange.
Why was Sayaka in your room when she was killed? Could it be because you are the culprit? No, you've got it all wrong. Sayaka and I switched rooms last night. He didn't even try to hide the suspicion on his face. Even if what you say is the absolute truth, you're still responsible for her death, wouldn't you say? Huh? After all, she wouldn't have died if she hadn't switched rooms with you, right? The reason my Sayaka was killed is because I suggested we switch rooms. She's dead because of me? Then it should have been me that died. Well, all we can say right now is that it's a possibility. That's really true, then I... Now he gets that part.
Seems like...
Something doesn't seem right. The Monokuma file says Sayaka was killed in your room. I just can't think about it. Could it be the nameplate? Byakuya, you're a dick. He is. He's a real prick. I'm not gonna find anything in here, am I? Alright, well, I have the DVD now. Yo. Byakuya. Yeah. Okay. Let's head into the AV room. Let's see what's on that DVD. There's nothing inside. Should be able to use this to see what's on the DVD. The DVD Sayaka threw in the garbage. Pushed play, the screen was dark for a few seconds, but then an image slowly appeared, like some kind of concert. Standing on stage, front and center, was a face I recognized all too well. Sayaka. She was there along with the friends she said she had been so important to her. She was positively glowing out there in front of the crowd, so full of life. Seeing that image made it even harder to accept that she was dead. My vision blurred and darkened, but then the voice I'd despised so much began to float out of the speakers.
The ultimate pop sensation, lead singer for a world-famous all-girl pop band. For these girls, the glowing spotlight only made them that much more beautiful. But then...
Suddenly the screen went dark. In the next moment, I saw something I could hardly believe. Oh! What the? Sayaka disappeared from the stage, which was now in ruins, but what I noticed even more than that was the figures of the other girls, who had all simply collapsed.
This ultra-successful team, none of them will ever perform on stage again. None of them will ever feel the warmth of the spotlight. For Sayaka, there's simply nowhere for her to return to. So here's the billion-dollar question. What, oh what, could have caused the group to go to pieces?
Look for the answer after graduation. Without warning, the video cut off. What the hell? That wasn't real, right? They're a super famous pop group. Everyone knows who they are. So trying to say he was even able to get to them? On the outside world must be going crazy. What kind of person would take things this far? Uh-oh. Okay.
I'm getting tired of waiting. What say we just get started?
Do I have everything I need?
It's time.
I don't feel confident that Makoto is going to be able to put all the pieces together. I don't...
Now then.
Oh, I don't have any trust in Makoto as a protagonist. This man is not bright.
Please go through the...
Okay. Thank you, Monokuma. Not where I have to go. Well, I really hope Makoto is able to put things together a little better once we get into the trial. Oh, hello. You're late, Makoto. We've all been waiting for you. You were afraid you'd be discovered as the murderer you are. Let's not jump to conclusions just yet. Let's save that for the class trial. Then we can all reveal the details of Makoto's crime. They really are convinced I did it, but... I didn't do it. Me and Sayaka both know that all too well. But then... Who is... Leon, fucking idiot. Fucking idiot. One of us. Alright. Let's get this over with.
Okay,
Let's see if this goes anywhere.
Please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom.
The
Where
courtroom?
all your fates will be decided. I'll meet you all down there.
Oh, it's down. Cool. No choice.
Well
Get on this elevator.
Yes, indeed.
Good idea.
Hey,
Are you scared? No, scared isn't quite right. Oh, you need out of the mystery stuff. Well, if you don't, you'll never come to grips with the truth. Sayaka's on our... I'll find the real killer. Yeah, I don't have faith in Makoto. He's not smart. Steel box descended with heavy clunking sounds from the school's basement. I wonder if this is how a death row inmate feels when his time finally comes. And that is a more like a defendant waiting to receive his judgment. Oblivious to our shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further into the bowels of the school. Ah. You finally arrived! What do you think? Doesn't it feel just like a real courtroom? It's like a Hollywood movie set, right? Not even close. It's total shit. It's so inaccurate. It's a pain in my balls.
Well now.
Okay. Everyone find your assigned seats and sit down. Hurry up now. Hurry up. We did what he said and found our seats. Whoa. Oh, there's two. Oh, with the X's in front. Oh, come on. The seats were arranged in a giant circle. It was set up so that everyone could see everyone else. It also meant it would be easy for anyone to transfer their attention and unease onto anyone else. The air seemed to grow heavy as we sat there. Nobody's sitting, we're all standing. Curtain on our first case opened. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. Well, I got a lot of information. I just really, really hope that increases the influence gauge by 2, effective during the class trial, costs 2 SP. I really hope that Makoto is able to put things together. Increases damage to the opponent when a statement is destroyed, effective during the bullet time battle, costs 3 SP. These are... Okay. Finish preparations. Okay, alright.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results.
Alright, let's see how this goes.
If you can figure out who done it, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course.
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
God,
Be a goddamn idiot.
what the hell?
Why the hell would they raise their
That's
hand?
such a stupid thing to
Before we move on
suggest.
and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick? What's going on with those pictures?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier. Friendship penetrates?
You used the word penetrate in front of Hifumi. He just fucking lost it.
There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people.
So why isn't there a
Okay.
16th?
First up is the case summary.
In the debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak up about everything because this isn't just about me. Everyone's lives are on the line. Your first non-stop debate is about to begin. Yeah. As things progress during each class trial, you'll engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, characters will speak one after another without pause. It's up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions buried within their statements. What this means is that you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Any relevant truth bullets you found during your investigation will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Use the left stick to aim and then fire with the triangle button. Pay close attention to each character's statements. Use your truth bullets to blast the right ones. If you run out of time, you'll automatically fail. Oh dear God. This is interesting. Make your argument. Evidence of a struggle.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
Yes,
Yeah, you know that part already.
we do.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
Correct.
In the bathroom.
Yes.
So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom.
No.
She
There was
didn't
evidence of a
have
struggle.
chance to resist.
Do I need to shoot the statement? Something is off about what was just said. Because if Sayaka hadn't resisted at all, there's no explanation for what happened to my room. Oh, I have to shoot the statement itself. I have to shoot the statement itself. Got it.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss
Now I
Sayaka
was like I was shooting the person, but I have to shoot the statement.
And the murder took place
In the bathroom. So it seems that the killer must have taken her by surprise. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
Got it. I have to shoot the words. Actually, no, Chihiro.
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked.
Got it. I have to shoot the words
The way
themselves.
things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
Okay.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom?
She
No.
must have been attacked in the main room first.
Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Jesus, you asshole!
Sorry.
I mean, Chihiro also didn't look at the scene.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
It is a real trial, asshole. Alright. Make your argument. Kitchen knife set.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
Yes.
So the killer used some random knife they had on him.
It was not a random knife. I'm starting to understand how these debates work.
I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife.
I'm almost
positive it was a kitchen knife.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
Yeah.
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach.
Yeah, dude.
And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Yeah.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us?
Why do you look concerned,
I mean,
Leon?
we all know Makoto killed her, right?
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime.
He's turning it real hard around on me. Hold on a sec. Hang on.
Well, we can
Yeah.
talk all we want.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at
Yeah,
it, something
Leon's
new will reveal
fighting this real bad. As I suspected. Because I know damn well I'm not the killer. It's a bit more to learn about nonstop debates. Sure. Concentrate by holding down the R1 button. Time will slow down so you can pay closer attention to what everyone's saying. It'll steady your aim, making it easier to target weak spots. Concentrating focus gauge, and if it empties, I can't concentrate, but the focus gauge will recover over time. No need to rush. Okay. Aoi's account.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? He did it in secret. Nobody was in the dining room.
No, that's wrong.
I can confirm there was someone in the dining hall.
Okay,
and
wait,
they can
hold
confirm
on.
I was never in
I
there.
didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go
Yeah, 'cause I'm
ahead
not.
And say it all you want.
Well, what if
What
I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what
What you were telling me earlier? You told me that you went to get some tea from the kitchen last night, and then you went in there, all the knives were still there. When you finished your tea and went back to the kitchen to wash your glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking from your tea in the dining hall? Yes.
Just to be perfectly clear,
The knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall,
correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't
He
there.
definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina
Hina was in the dining hall, but I wasn't there
But I wasn't there
at
the
any
entire
point during
time.
that time.
In other words,
There's no way I could have taken
the
the
knife.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then what about this?
Toko?
What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together and lying to protect each other? Idiot swimmer girl?
Idiot swimmer
and
girl.
more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
There isn't a...
So you ask, and so I shall
I'd like to ask
answer.
the bear.
Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice.
Oh.
But only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
Oh.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone
Interesting.
would work together, right?
But what if they did work together and they just,
didn't know about the rule.
Good grief! Enough already. No, okay? There are no accomplices in this
There are
case.
no accomplices in this case.
Did I say that out loud?
Anyway, I didn't go
There
to
are
the
no
dining
accomplices
hall,
in this
and I
case.
didn't take the knife, so I'm not the killer.
Interesting.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife? Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said
But
she
it
was
wasn't
in the dining
Hina's name that was scrawled on the wall, was it?
I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you?
I can.
I can't.
That's right.
Fuck yeah, Sakura.
Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's
Me.
right.
Leon.
Then couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well...
Hina?
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
Oh.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over. Which means we have airtight alibis.
Yeah, they...
Stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations? We're
No.
not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms. But it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room. So, I don't think that's a problem.
Yep.
There's a problem. A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome.
It's two girls, dude.
I'm a girl.
But I'm a girl.
You are?
Taka.
I'm so sorry.
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility
Gay?
is there?
They could be gay.
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true. One other person did come to the dining
Now
hall
is where we
while were
reveal it.
there.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Yeah, Byakuya's like... Why?
Well, because they're not here anymore.
Someone who's not here. Are you talking
Sayaka.
about...
She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
Sayaka. The person who took the knife from the kitchen would have been Sayaka.
Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the only possibility.
Monokuma.
And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
And the person who took the knife was the victim herself.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it? In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
Byakuya!
What? See? He did do it after all.
Toko, don't smile at me like that. You're wrong.
So, that's how you would twist the argument.
Oh, there's these motherfuckers. I don't just mean they're gonna blame me for the murder. Don't they understand it? They convict me, everyone dies.
It's still too early to decide conclusively
Thank
that
you,
Makoto was
Kyoko.
the killer, wouldn't you say? Because
Thank you,
see,
Kyoko.
If the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
You're a pain in my balls.
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Your first Hangman's Gambit is about to begin. Yeah, tell me more about that. As things advance further in a class trial, the Hangman's Gambit will eventually take place. The point of this is to reveal an important phrase related to the incident in question. You'll have to deduce the phrase from letters flying around and the letters already known. Complete the phrase by shooting down the flying letters in the right order. What the fuck? You'll suffer damage to your influence gauge. If this gauge reaches 0, you run out of time, you fail. What the fuck? Something that should have been at the scene but wasn't. That must be the crucial point. You figure out what that something is. What the fuck is this? Hangman's Gambit. H. Oh. Hair. Hair. There was no hair anywhere.
Now I understand.
Okay. That's a weird fucking mechanic.
There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
And I never clean my room.
The culprit removed some evidence?
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there. That makes sense, does it not?
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Yes, very true, very true.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then
You believe me now, everybody?
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you
Yeah.
remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then
And fled into the
Yeah.
bathroom.
Then
Yes.
they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
what do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom.
Because the
There
doorknob was
clear
damaged.
evidence left behind.
Yes. Proves it is the object the killer broke. The bathroom doorknob.
I got it! Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
Hiro doesn't understand
Doorknob
doorknobs.
from the bathroom.
Canon.
It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh, yeah, true. But what does it mean?
It means specifically that
In trying
someone
to bypass the law,
either
they
damaged
ended up
or
nearly removing the entire
unscrewed
doorknob.
the doorknob.
This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
Thank you, Kyoko.
So what? You're saying
Thank
he
you,
wouldn't break the
Kyoko.
door in his own room? But
Yeah,
if the
because
only
I would
choice he
own-
has
I would
is to break
understand-
it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about
No,
it.
because I would
You still
understand
don't
how to
see?
open it.
Let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
Mr. Man with your name written on the wall. Kyoko said it was a bewildering act. I almost didn't notice it at first, but is that the key point here? There's a bit more to learn about nonstop debates. Okay. Beyond the number of weak spots will start going up, but no matter how many weak spots, there's essentially only one lie or contradiction. What I'm trying to say is not all weak spots are necessarily false. Also, lower your trust with everyone and your influence gauge will take damage. Hey. Alright, here we go. Dial in. Bathroom door frame.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the maid. She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer
Yes.
ran after her, and they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door. Because Sayaka had locked it.
It was not locked!
No.
My door does not lock! That's the thing! My
The
door
reason
doesn't
the bathroom
lock!
didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all,
Well, the
the
girls'
girls'
rooms
rooms
are
are
the only ones.
ones with locking bathrooms, right?
Yeah!
Yes.
I can
now
make
that you
Makoto
mention
make
it,
the
that
realization.
is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you
My
talking
bathroom
about?
door gets stuck.
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Monokuma can confirm that.
True as true can be.
Thank you, Monokuma.
But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door.
It
So
is
the reason
lucky.
the door didn't open was
Because
just
we
because it
now
was stuck.
know something.
But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys'
The
bathrooms.
nameplates were
Killer could
switched!
easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
Killer was convinced the bathroom door was locked. They didn't know the door actually couldn't be locked. In other words, important that they didn't know that it was in my room.
The killer must not have realized.
They thought it was
in my
Sayaka's
room.
because the nameplates were switched.
Are you saying the culprit?
And yet, he's absolutely right. Well, to
Eat
be more
shit, Hifumi.
specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't
Yakuya,
locked is...
what the fuck, man?
Definitely something I wouldn't do.
Since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening.
That is
right?
A definite possibility.
I was told how to open the door.
Someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Which is everyone.
Makoto couldn't have done it.
Yes, that's what I've been trying to tell you.
Then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up. Quit without saving.
Hifumi, what the fuck?
What happens if we
Come
can't
on,
decide?
man.
Well, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules.
Majority rules?
You really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? Oh, as a matter of fact,
Ooh,
I do
Tina
have
has a
one.
question.
Oh, you.
Celeste,
You don't gotta
come on,
sound
man.
so disappointed.
It's fine, it's fine. Just
Tina
ask
has a
the
question.
Oh, yeah.
Let her ask.
Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Yes. How did they
Do I
get
actually
killed?
know that?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I don't think so.
The
It seems
key to my
way too
room was
convenient.
in my room.
Maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative. If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss Maizono just let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place. Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
She asked me to do something in particular because of how frightened she was. That's the answer there. There's no way she let someone in because... Oh, shit. It's not that.
I got it!
We switched rooms to begin with because she was already scared. Yeah.
remember?
Okay.
That's why she asked me to
Okay.
switch rooms in the first place.
Same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of switching?
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Huh?
What?
Well, what the hell is that
What was
supposed
that
to
supposed to mean?
Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
There's something I want to talk to you about. Just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
I found a
Sayaka.
notepad during my search.
What?
And I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil. And these are the words that appear.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective
What
shows.
the hell?
When you write, it can leave an
New
imprint.
evidence is
Sketch
showing
over
up.
the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique. But even the classics can be
Kyoko.
surprisingly useful sometimes.
Kyoko's coming in clutch
and
as
I should
hell.
also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room. Huh?
Yeah, that notepad.
Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Also, it's signed by
Either
Sayaka.
it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No,
No.
I didn't.
Yeah.
But
Of course you didn't. Because the note also
Yeah,
bears a
right there.
perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
Right there. Note. Sayaka wrote it?
But why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under
Oh,
their door
hello.
to let them know she wanted to meet
Thank
with
you
them.
for the follow. I mean, check that. Dorothea. Thank you for the follow. Hello, welcome to the stream.
You gotta
My
be
brain
like
is swimming
that for
right
the
now.
Ultimate pop sensation. What young man could resist?
Hifumi, shut the fuck up, man.
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
Stop.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say? Very well.
Yes,
then.
Celeste.
Pay attention.
You're being incredibly coy about a lot of things. Okay. Make your argument. What's my truth bullet this time? The dorm nameplates. Okay.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
We did switch rooms.
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
Yes.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in. So in other words, even if someone did read the note and did what it said, they would not have any connection to what happened.
It certainly would seem that way.
Okay.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, but in the note, the plate specifically says, my room.
I see. So it's then they would have gone exactly.
So in other words, even
I think
if
I need
someone
to...
did not have any...
It certainly would seem that way.
Hang on. Do I need to shoot the my room?
Sayaka and Makoto switched
I think it was the room with my nameplate on it.
specifically says, my room.
Oh, that was wrong. Fucking shit. What's the contradiction?
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms,
We switched
correct?
rooms.
But in the note, the place they were asked to come, it specifically says, my
It says my room.
Then they would have gone to
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in.
No, that's wrong.
But the nameplates on the doors were switched. Yeah, wait,
Nameplates on
hang
Mai
on.
and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
Fucking, my brain is swimming. You're a fan of my partner who's very cool.
Sweet.
Yeah, thank you for coming in. Okay. My brain.
That's right.
My brain ain't
Nameplates
braining.
got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was
Actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Of course
Right?
not. I would have tried to keep Sayaka safe.
Then who did it?
Why are you sweating, Leon? There's only one person who could have switched the nameplates. The only other person who knew we had switched rooms was the killer. The killer had to be the one to switch the nameplates. But shit. Fucking. God damn it. Hi, Rylan. I'm fucking this up. The only other person would have been Sayaka. You just got out of work. I'm doing the boss trial because I finished Chance of Sonar and my girlfriend convinced me to do this. Yeah, shit. I don't know why I fucking said that. That was... Obviously, it was only me and Sayaka who knew that we'd switched rooms.
You can also
Obviously.
infer as much from her note.
Something I want to talk to you about, just us two, in 5 minutes. Come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong
She
room, okay?
specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
It's one of your cosplay friends. Cool! Hello!
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She
Why would
wanted
she
someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and
attacked her. We figured it out. We know who did it. Whoever she invited over is the culprit.
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot.
Yeah, dude.
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
The reason I know it was because when you look at her wrist, there's no doubt. There's gold coating on her wrist.
All you have to
So
do
her
is take a
wrist
good look at her
absolutely
broken
made
wrist,
contact
and
with
it
that
should become
sword
pretty
somehow.
clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
Yes,
It
it is.
sure is.
Specifically,
the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword, right there on her wrist!
thank you for making a correct assumption, Taka.
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
All right, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
What happened in my room? What led to Sayaka's death? That's what we need to make clear. There's a bit more to learn. There's even more to learn! Start loading multiple truth bullets into your truth cylinder, but just like with weak spots, only one of those bullets can actually refute the proper statement. In other words, from here on out, you'll have to combine the right truth bullets with the right weak spots to talk about. God, no! If I come up with the wrong combination, I can use L1 to rotate the cylinder. Fewer bullets will be loaded into the cylinder. Okay, good. Oh, no, why? Please don't do this to me. Why are you setting it up to me for the tutorial? Replica sword sheath, kitchen knife set, and replica sword. The sheath, the sword.
Broke out. The culprit grabbed the sword. And that's when the first blow was dealt. Sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
Shit.
So she tried to grab the kitchen knife she had hidden away. But then the culprit took that.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
I gotta refute the earlier statement with the
When the
sword
fighting
sheath.
broke out, the culprit grabbed,
And that's when the first blow was sword-based sneak attack.
No.
It wasn't a sneak attack. It was very clearly not a sneak attack. There was a huge fight.
No. I don't think the fight
I don't think the
started
fight
with
started
the sword.
with the sword.
Why not?
Because the sword sheath had been scratched.
Oh! Sayaka starts swinging at the other person that was invited in. They block it with the sword sheath, use the sword to break her wrist, taking her knife from her and then stabbing her with it.
There's a gash in it. Like someone
I
connected it
have
with
it in
something
my
sharp.
brain now, and Makoto just has to figure that out too.
You mean like the
Like the kitchen knife,
Stop
yes.
jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going
You guys are all talking too fast. It's a pain in my ball.
If the sword was
I'm
used
sorry,
first,
Mondo.
there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's
Yeah.
true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
One thing we miss between the game and the anime is we don't get tell him, Naegi.
If they got attacked with the kitchen
Bam.
knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
So Sayaka was trying to kill
The
someone.
culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere, Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening.
Or
So she
that.
grabbed the sword to defend herself. But then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and...
That is also a good possibility.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used
But
the
yeah,
sword to
I
defend
agree with
herself.
Kyoko.
How the hell can you not think that?
How the hell could you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
There's a body that shows she never used the sword. If you wanted to use her sword, her palms.
You're talking about her palms,
Talking about her
right?
palms, right?
The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
The gold.
Like I said before,
The gold
the
coating.
gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
But the water turns off
but I don't
after
think so.
nighttime.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
Coco, what? No.
No,
we're gonna
that's not it
you're
at
gonna
all.
live in apartments on your day off next week. Next week? Wow. That's sudden. I hope that works out for you. Seriously. Get you the hell out of that other place you're in. There's no way Sayaka could wash the gold coating off her hands because there's a certain regulation about what happens. The water turns off at nighttime.
According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m.
Toko just like me
In
for
other
real.
words,
Oh.
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I took a shower.
Toko, you should probably take a shower. Ifumi, shut the fuck up.
You're no different. You smell like a big, fat, ugly donkey.
He probably, yeah.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
It's an insult, you dumbass. Yeah.
So anyway, if Sayaka...
The entire trial shifts to everyone fucking roasting the shit out of Ifumi.
The killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheep...
Knife. Would have been Sayaka.
Sayaka?
She had the knife. Yeah.
But we already
She
said
had
that
that knife the
attack
whole
started
time.
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu.
Sayaka brought someone into the room to try and kill them.
Sayaka?
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
Damn.
No, far from it. It's almost as if...
Who did you do the free time events with?
Of her own.
Well, obviously you have to do one with Sayaka. I also gave something to Mondo, and so far that's all I think I've done
And if
for
it's
free
true
time
that she
events.
had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Oh, and Taka. I did the first one with Taka. The first free time event
These
that
are
Taka
all
does.
the actions of an assailant.
Which brings
Yeah.
up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct?
Yeah,
Maybe
that's
the
exactly why you
reason
told me to
she
do
wanted
those.
Switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Yeah, I did the one with Taka.
Sayaka wanted to on
In
me?
the crime on Makoto.
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
Damn! Sayaka, I was fighting
that's
for
why
you.
She switched the names?
You were gonna pin a murder on me?
Doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Damn.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Toko, what the
Wait,
fuck,
then
man?
you're saying she had this all planned out?
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan
From the very
backfired.
fucking beginning.
She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be true!
Whoa.
Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument. You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it. Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Oh, yeah.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this
She
mystery.
hadn't known at that point that everyone else would die if she got away with it. That's right.
If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka,
She just thought she would get
it's
to
over
graduate.
for all of us.
I'm committed to finding out who killed her, but what can I do? As far as clues go, there's nothing left. What do you mean there's nothing left? What do you mean there's nothing left? The dying message, yeah. I have the dying message still.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
There is one more clue. Leon. There's a message on the wall.
There still might be
that
one clue
looks
left.
suspiciously
Sayaka's
like
dying
your
message.
name.
Dining. Wait, what
Dining.
did you say?
Dining.
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037.
You can fucking see the other line in the end.
There must be a
It's
clue
the
left
name
for
Leon.
Demon.
Oh my fucking god, you idiots.
Before we get too far into that, I need
Before
to
we
ask,
get too far into that,
can we
I like her
really be
VA's
sure
accent.
that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
Yes. There's no question that Sayaka wrote the message because I can prove it
I got
thanks to
it.
her left index finger.
Her left index finger had blood on it.
She
It
wrote
could
that
only be
message. She
because
took
used
her
that
blood
finger to write the message.
and wrote it.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. What the heck do those numbers mean?
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right?
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not
Fucking
numbers.
Kyoko figures it out before literally everyone else, even though I'm like,
Looks like...
duh.
What?
No, it's just... look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers.
Yeah.
These first two, 1-1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter.
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1-1, but looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa. You might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Mondo, you're a pain in my ball. Oh, man. Well, there we go. Fuck. Kyoko figures it out before everyone else, aka the plot of the game. Hifumi, shut the fuck up or I will kill you.
But even if that really is an N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
It does. Makoto.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Huh? Rotate it? I think maybe I... Oh!
Oh my god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh? You just
Shot past the clue part.
and right onto who did it.
Yeah.
So, whose name did she write?
Sayaka's dying message reveals the real killer's name. For her message 180 degrees, it becomes crystal clear. Select someone. Leon.
Here's my answer.
It clearly becomes the name.
The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing
Don't say it like
180
you
degrees.
figured it out, Makoto Naegi. You didn't learn shit.
You turn the message
It was
around,
all Kyoko.
it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N. Or more accurately, Leon.
What the hell are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
It's just a coincidence. It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
Hey, show us your shirt.
It's not random at all.
No.
She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were.
Naive.
And as a result,
Naive.
when you look at it standing in front of, try it for yourself if you want. Right?
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
Yeah. Take off your shirt, Leon.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Take off your shirt, Leon. Do it. Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
What is Leon trying to get rid of? The thing I found on the ground from the incinerator, right? The burnt shirt.
I got it! You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
Isn't that right, man sweating profusely in the corner?
Is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is
I mean, the
guilty?
name on the wall is pretty damning evidence.
I mean, Leon's not the...
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to. You're right.
That alone
isn't
isn't enough.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Take off your shirt, Leon.
Yeah.
We'll answer this riddle. Take off your shirt. Take off your shirt, Leon. Killer wasn't able to get rid of. There's something about it we need to pay attention to in order to figure out who's responsible. How it was disposed of.
If you look closely at how the
How
shirt
the
was
shirt was
disposed
disposed
of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say.
He was the baseball man, and he threw the crystal
You
ball.
can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You'd need the key to get in, and the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Not necessarily. Yeah, he's targeting you, Hifumi. No. And that's exactly what proves that Leon is the real killer. We've got one more debate. The shattered crystal ball. The baseball pro.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator. And no.
You, specifically, Leon, wouldn't have to get close to the incinerator.
Hold on. I think
That's
I know how
why
someone could
you
dispose of the
used the
evidence
crystal
without
ball.
using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the
This
incinerator,
is filling me with
could you?
so much energy.
Yes, you could.
It's 11 p.m.
If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball.
It's
but,
glass. You got scammed.
How would you use it?
The killer had to use the glass ball in a certain way, which was throw it. You would line yourself up behind the gate.
Incinerator switch
Took aim,
and
threw the ball through a gap in the gate.
All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Someone threw a gap in the gate?
Remember what
And
you said
who better to throw the ball but the ultimate baseball pro? Fucking whatever. God.
Hifumi had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they got the incinerator going,
Sorry.
all they
I had to
do was
get
pull the
one
shirt
Vine Boom
and
reveal
toss
in
it
there.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The
Mhm.
shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
Yeah.
The distance from the gate
Baseball
to the incinerator
pro.
has to be at least 30 feet, right?
About 30
Pinpoint
feet.
accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
That's right. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Difficult, absolutely.
Impossible.
Possible? I don't think so. Because the killer is...
Not much of a challenge. The killer is the ultimate baseball star.
Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star.
Isn't that right, Leon?
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
He's sweating more and more profusely. It's the one like Key and Peele gif of just a man drenched.
A target 30 feet away would
Completely soaked through with sweat.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer. These
Yeah, you are.
goddamn Shepherd Brains have got it all wrong. I'm telling you.
You still won't admit it?
Okay, then.
Makoto, go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly. And with that,
We can end
Listen
it.
to me.
Say what you want, Leon.
All the questions have been answered and the
questions
truth
have been answered.
is revealed.
And the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
The closing argument is about to begin. Please tell me more. Every case has one last element to bring the class trial to an end, the closing argument. We'll give a complete summary of the case. You'll have to reproduce the flow of events for the case in the form of a comic book. Notice that in the comic there are a number of pieces missing. It's up to you to complete the comic using the provided truth panels. If you take aim at a missing section and press the X button, you'll get a hint. Well then, good luck and have fun. Closing argument begin. Oh, right. The room was the scene of the crime. The incident began when the killer entered. Because there's this first. Crack. Sayaka hits hit in the hand. Sayaka drops the knife. Sayaka runs into the bathroom. The killer uses their screwdriver to fuck with the doorknob. Right? Wait a second. Right? Yeah. Yeah, that all makes sense up till now. You were never good at this part of the game. Leave or the just you wait until you have to do the skateboarding game in the next one. Uh-oh. So this has to go there then. They wad up the shirt, they throw it in. Reenact. Oh, I had 11 panels and only... Or no. Right? Have I filled everything in? Yeah.
Exactly
Reenact.
I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning.
I've already done Byakuya with you.
Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them. she attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier. But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist.
Oh no. Oh no. What do you mean? What the fuck do you mean?
Here's
okay.
Exactly what happened.
Sure.
During the struggle.
Okay. So I guess that's right.
And that's when she lost. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got Sayaka knew about that because I told her.
At which point the
So
killer used
instead,
their
the
screwdriver.
killer forced the door open, took and stabbed Sayaka. But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her. And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there, but the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hero's crystal ball, which he left in the laundry room. The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch.
If I was throwing the ball, I'd hit the gate, it would shatter, and I would get blasted in
For
my
any
face.
normal person, that'd be an impossible throw. But the killer had the confidence to take a shot. And that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life. Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence.
So, fun fact, the demo for the game, Yasuhiro was the victim? Really? Interesting.
Is that right, Leon?
Yasuhiro was it's interesting how they changed things from like demos to full releases to keep mysteries
crystal ball in the
afloat.
laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, and that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball, thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object! I object! I object! I mean, all of
Motherfucker thinks he's Phoenix Wright.
theories. You need evidence. Where's the evidence?
We've been laying out the evidence, dude.
It's all bullshit. It's bullshit, and I refuse to acknowledge it.
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence
Kyoko,
that proves you
why
did.
have you been holding on to this the entire time?
I believe you're in
Oh
possession of
no,
the
I
evidence.
have it. I have it? My first bullet time battle. What? Huh? Sometimes during class trial, your opponent simply won't want to hear what you have to say. When this happens, you'll engage them in a head-to-head battle. We refer to this as a bullet time battle, the BTB BTW. Rhythm game time! Oh, boy. During the BTB, you want to destroy your opponent's statements in time with the rhythm. Match your button press with each tempo marker as they move across the screen and reach the center. Press the X button to lock onto an opponent's statement. Destroy the statement you've locked onto with the triangle button as the tempo marker reaches the center. Use this method to deal damage to your opponent. If you can't pull it off, you'll be the one in pain. Oh god, this consecutively and start a combo. Keep this going, you'll initiate a tempo up. On the flip side, if you keep missing, you get a tempo down situation. When the tempo changes, so does the timing for hitting each button. So watch out for that. If you do enough damage to your opponent, their weak spot statement will appear. At that point, you can press the triangle button to shoot it down with a truth bullet like any other statement. Shoot their statements fast enough, you'll come out victorious. But just like before, if your influence gauge reaches 0 or you run out of time, you fail. Oh dear.
When the killer removed the screws from the doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it.
Correct.
Instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
They used something of their own to remove the screws.
I refuse to acknowledge you. You're stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid.
Nah, got him.
Stupid, 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 stupid.
Hey, Leon, Leon, Leon. Oh! I have to show indisputable evidence that Leon is the killer. I need to figure it out. Okay. The moment of truth.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lie. Stop talking. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. Stupid. You lie. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me.
Okay. Now I get
Where's
it.
your proof?
Toolkit. Every one of us has a toolkit. That was weird.
The screws on the bathroom doorknob were removed.
Why a rhythm game?
I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them.
I mean,
It had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah. I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
That must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
So they would have brought their own
The boys
screwdriver.
got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Yours, Leon.
Their very own
It had to be their very own.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Leon, would you
mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about
The
this.
screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Huh? And if you say you used it for something else,
You'll
you'll
have to
have to
explain
explain
exactly
exactly
when, where, and why.
and why.
Yeah.
Let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Stupid.
Fight that one, Leon. Leon! What's this fucking Junji Ito shit? Hello?
So, you have no rebuttal?
You have no
Then it
rebuttal?
would seem we are finished here.
Hey, I got an A. Nice. I got an A. Cool. Whoa! 78 medals? What's a mistrial?
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes? You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right? Okay, then let's get excited! Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice? Or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Oh, that's cute. Hey, guilty, guilty, guilty. Looks like you got it right on the money. The blackened, in this case, the one that killed Sayaka, was none other than Leon Kuwata.
Huh? Hey, hold on.
Hold on a second. Leon. Leon, did you really kill Sayaka?
You son of a bitch.
Bitch, what the hell's wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
It was kill or be killed. So that's why I killed her first.
None of you are any different.
One wrong step and you'd be the one standing here. It was complete chance that I wound up like this. I was just
unlucky. That's all.
You are a pain in my balls.
Hey, come on!
You just expect me to accept my death? Everything's become clear. The decision we made was right after all. When I think about that, honestly, I'd be better off if we'd been wrong, because if what we came up with really is the truth, then that truth is that Sayaka was just trying to frame me. But even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind, it's all because of that video. Even if I couldn't handle what I saw in there, even if I was her and the video had actually had something to do with me, I can't even imagine. Now we're trapped in here with no way out. Probably waiting for me.
Why?
I can't afford to be stuck in here. The one thing that was more important to her than anything else, her dreams, her friends. To have to see something like that happen to them, and Sayaka. Whatever it took to reach that dream. I mean it, even some things that weren't so pleasant. And that's why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed me. So when she said,
no matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
she was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know. Because there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's that. Boy howdy! The entertainment industry must sure be terrifying, huh? To try and kill someone just because of those relationships. She seems so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside, she descended into pure madness. What did you say? I understand. Really, I do. Yep. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love. The stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse. Stop screwing with us. This is all your fault. Sayaka being forced to do something like that? All of it. Everything. It's all your fault. Suddenly in a frenzy, I lunged at Monokuma, but...
That's enough.
Thank you, Kyoko. As angry as I was, Kyoko latched onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron, strong enough I was sure it would leave a bruise.
Calm down.
If you really want to make her pay... If you really want to make her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now. Damn it! That was a close one. I thought for sure you were going to give me a good walloping. Just barely avoided punishment, you did.
Yes, indeed.
Now then, since you so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the blackened Leon Kuwata will receive his punishment.
Punishment?
Punishment?
You mean execution? Wait a second!
I didn't have a choice. I had to kill her.
That's it?
That's it. I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense.
Okay.
Not exactly was it self-defense. When you forced your way into the bathroom, did you or did you not use your very own toolkit? After she'd shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own room. Then you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom, and killed her. Am I wrong?
Do you understand?
You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing, but you chose not to. Is it because you had an unclouded intent to commit murder?
So...
No, that's not... Stop it. I've had enough of this. Oh, are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone, were you not? He killed your precious Sayaka, do you understand? I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course, I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either, because the one to blame is him. Swah? If it weren't for you, this never would have happened to Sayaka or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in this situation, the mastermind. Uh-oh! Did you awaken to your sense of justice? Well, it just so happens there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetrate war all over the world. Is that the kind of justice that's awakened within you? Shut up! Okay, well, anyway, more importantly, let's hurry up and get to what everyone's been waiting for. The punishment!
You, please, don't do this.
You're gonna do that.
Hey.
No more begging, no more excuses. You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it. Stop, please.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
For Leon Kuwata, the ultimate baseball star.
No.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
No!
Uh-oh. Game over. Leon has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. Whoa. In use. Whoa. Oh. Um. 1,000 blows. Holy shit. What the fuck, man? That was the true face of despair. We can't call it that. What else could we call it?
Extreme!
Yeah, that's a word for it. Thanks, Monokuma. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. What's going on?
I can't.
You're trying to clip it and Twitch won't let you. No! How dare they?
Well?
Oh, man. You got despair on your phone? Cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. It's only if every single one of you can get on board with that.
Damn you!
Why the fuck are you all doing this all evil shit to us? Secret society type of guy. In this case, a dark, awful secret society type of bear.
Well...
So why are you putting on an upstanding young citizen like me through such a grueling ordeal?
Hey,
Trying common sense to make sense of things that doesn't make sense. You're pretty tired, you're gonna head to bed. Good night. Thank you for stopping in for a little while. I'm trying to put a mile on a scale, I just don't think it's possible. Hey, I don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying quite fit together. Piece of shit. I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your ass into the ground because you are being a real pain in my ball. I'm so sorry. You must really hate me to get sorry, huh? If you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened because more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regrets for the outside world. You're to blame. You can't cut free of the outside world, but you're trapped inside this same place. And you're trapped, are you? I'm sure once you learn all the mysteries of the school, you're thinking, okay, for sure. But boy, isn't it so wonderful how we all get to live here forever?
What does this mean?
What are you trying to say?
Hey.
I feel like there's some deeper meaning hidden in there. Just like the poem.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Everyone is waiting for, after all.
Hey.
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to? Sorry, I've said everything I've got to say. I need to save something fun for later. There's more people here. There's more people in this building. There are more people in this building than just us. Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no, it wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone. This man is sobbing, crying, shitting his pants, and coming all at once. No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. It was in that moment.
Just a second.
Makoto, can I talk to you for a second? She moved in close and whispered into my ear.
Makoto.
Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about. It's about Sayaka, isn't it? I'm surprised you figured it out.
Listen.
I told you before the class trial started. You had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? The thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool becoming an easy target like that.
It's true.
Sayaka meant to double-cross you. That's a fact you can never change. But even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why, as she lay dying, she was thinking of you. She was thinking of me? You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure, and we can't ask her now. Even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you. What?
So...
The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. If she didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left that message. Well, maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who'd killed her.
Certainly.
That's certainly one possibility. But I don't think that's what it was.
Anyway...
She was uncertain. She wasn't sure she could kill someone. Or deceive you. Which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure.
Right.
It's almost ironic when you think about it. Why are you telling me all this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the deaths of your friends. Sayaka, Junko, Leon. She didn't even mention Junko. I'm putting it in there. And keep moving forward.
Correct.
Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation. Move past their deaths? That's... I could never do that. No. I'm gonna carry them with me the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? Leon, Sayaka, I'll carry them with me forever. Yeah, fuck Junko, I guess. I guess her death doesn't matter. Who cares about her other than all of cosplay TikTok? Yeah. I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go. So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. I have high expectations for you. As she said that, she revealed the smallest smile.
Hey.
By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? Oh, well... I'm psychic.
What?
Huh? Kidding. I just have pretty good intuition. Oh! What a callback! Oh, 12 surviving students. To be continued. You received the Despair Bat present. One is the loneliest number that you'll ever do. I'm gonna stop here. I've saved the data at the beginning of chapter 2. I'm gonna stop it here. I need to cosplay Makoto. Yeah. we gotta get that going. Woof. Yeah, that's a good stopping point. Yeah, that's a pretty decent place to stop. It's also 11:30 p.m. I'm tired. I've got things I need to do tomorrow, and we should all probably get going to sleep. So I'm going to do the same thing I did on Tuesday. I'm going to play a song, and we're going to wrap things up. So thank you so much for coming out to the stream tonight. Thank you for being here. If this is too loud, let me know, and I'll turn it down. But I will still be looking at chat. I'm just going to be putting stuff away. Good night, everyone.